I have learned this week to be nice about Meghan Markle.
Words on the street is that Dr. Sophie Chandauka, she is known for hostile takeovers of corporations.
All the press now are bringing Meghan into the story by saying that, oh, do you remember in the polo match where she was so rude and she pushed her out the way and it was really awkward?
What is up, YouTube? My name is Happiness and welcome to my channel. So we are going to look at Dr. Sophie Chandauka on her claim saying that Prince Harry is a bully and arrest him. So how did it start? So initially, when you would look at the thumbnail and the topic, is that we are focusing on Meghan Markle, being the fact that last year she came with Serena Williams. But before we get into that, let's focus on Dr. Sophie Chandauka. So who is Dr. Sophie Chandauka? So Dr. Sophie Chandauka is a Zimbabwean corporate financial lawyer, entrepreneur, and head of America's risk management and intelligence at Meta. Previously, Chandauka was globally a COO of shared services and banking operation at Morgan & Stanley based in New York. And prior to this, she was the CAO of the Legal and Compliance Division of Morgan & Stanley. So now we do understand that this person is a hierarchy person and she's not to be messed with. So she was based in London before joining Morgan & Stanley. She was the head of the group treasury in the legal department at Virgin Money in London, and she began her career as a corporate lawyer and a senior advocate at Baker McKenzie in London.
Sophie, let's talk about where things, as you saw it, started to go wrong. One of the incidents was the fundraising, the polo tournament, which is one of the ways in which Sentebale raised a lot of money. What happened?
We were so fortunate to have the opportunity to do a polo challenge in Miami last year in April. We had a very generous family that was happy for us to use their polo grounds at a material discount. And then about a month before the event was about to take place, Prince Harry called the team and said, I'm doing a Netflix show, and I would love to bring a camera crew so that I can include some footage in this show. And so the team called me and tell me, oh, Prince Harry's made this request, so we're doing the things. I said, you can't be doing the things without seeking consent from the property owners, the sponsors, all the guests. Nobody signed up into being on a Netflix show. And so we have this discussion about the need to talk to everybody. We come up with draft agreements. And of course, the venue owner says this is now a commercial undertaking. So here are my terms. We couldn't afford it. So now we lost the venue. So we went to another venue. And we were lucky enough that through Prince Harry's connections, actually, and a friend of his, there was another family that was prepared to host. The show went on, but there was a lot of disruption, right? A lot of people were unhappy because we'd worked on this for months. On the actual day, we had Prince Harry, which is always wonderful. The Duchess decided to attend, but she told us she wasn't attending. And she brought a friend, a very famous friend. So you can imagine all of the activity that goes with these additional amazing people. We're excited about it. We would have been really excited had we known ahead of time, but we didn't. And so the choreography went badly on stage because we had too many people on stage. The international press captured this, and there was a lot of talk about the Duchess and the choreography on stage and whether she should have been there and her treatment of me. Prince Harry asked me to issue some sort of a statement in support of the Duchess, and I said I wouldn't. Not because I didn't care about the Duchess, but because I knew what would happen if I did so, number one. And number two, because we cannot be an extension of the Sussex.
What would have
PR
happened
machine.
if you had simply just said, there's nothing wrong with what's happened, what the Duchess did?
Well, the Duchess has told Dr. Sophie Chandauka to make a press release about her, and then she'll get even worse trolling. That's what would have happened.
So it seems like the way it's going that she has some major allegations against Prince Harry, being the fact that I'm gonna go back to it saying that like Meghan came to a polo match last year with Serena Williams. So it seems like the problem is that initially Meghan was not invited at the polo event because it was not mentioned that she would come to the polo event. But all of a sudden, what does she do? She comes with Serena Williams to the polo game, whereby it becomes how can I say it? When they were at stage having to take photos, it was a shuffle whereby Dr. Sophie Chandauka has to now duck the trophy in order to take a photo, and Meghan telling her to move aside, to stand on her side, rather not on Prince Harry's side, to take the photo. So people are saying that Meghan did not want Dr. Chandauka to be near Harry, but other people say that no, initially what Meghan was trying to do is that she wanted Dr. Chandauka to be in the middle of the photo. But despite that, the reason she also says that there was this point whereby Prince Harry had to ask Dr. Chandauka to do a press briefing about the appearance of Meghan to the charity event, whereby Dr. Chandauka disagreed. So that's when the tension started, but initially that's not where the tension started. That's where I think there's tension started, but the way she says that it started way back.
With everything that's going on right now with Sentebale and how Dr. Sophie Chandauka is refusing to, give up her position as chairman of the board, all the press now are bringing Meghan into the story by saying that, do you remember in the polo match where she was so rude and she pushed her out the way and it was really awkward? What they don't ever show is the full picture, the full photo of what Meghan was trying to do. If you listen, and I've listened to the video, go in the middle. They always crop the picture, but they never show that. What Meghan wanted was for her to be in the middle of the whole picture, which I'm going to show you now. It wasn't that easy to find. I found it in a French magazine online. Look, she's in the middle. And that's what Meghan was trying to do. But that's obviously not the narrative that anyone wants. So in this full picture, you can see that Dr. Sophie is in the middle of that picture, which is what Meghan wanted. Not because she doesn't want her to be next to her beloved husband, which she was in just the last picture I showed you.
If you don't know, I'm LG Lewis, and I am mad for Meghan. Words on the street is that Dr. Sophie Chandauka, chair of Sentebale, the person responsible for the two founders, Prince Harry and Prince Seeiso, resigning from the organization, as well as a number of trustees. She is known for hostile takeovers of corporations. She is what we call in the corporate world a corporate raiders. So basically, someone must have hired Sophie to go into Sentebale to create this level of chaos she has created in order to dismantle the charitable organization that Prince Harry started in honor of his mother.
Okay, guys, so initially from my opinion is that I believe that the reason why Dr. Chandauka feels that Harry is bullying him, and the reason why she says that it has been months on and Harry trying to get rid of her, firing her, is because, from my opinion, she did not want to talk on behalf of Meghan appearing at the golf event. But I don't agree to Prince Harry resigning from his own organization. I mean, like, imagine you being the Prince of Sussex and in honor of your own mother for 19 years you've been running this thing, and then you're gonna step down like that. It doesn't make sense. And also, please like and subscribe, and let's meet up to the next one. Peace out.